a beautiful morning here in the city of Asaba, Delta State, and this is the Street Assembly brought to you by Citizens Information Network (CIN), that online television that bridges the information gap between the government and, of course, the people on the street. My name is Raphael Waneri, popularly known as the Honorable Speaker of the street. When we come back, we'll be sampling the opinions, the views, and of course the reactions of the news making headlines on our national newspaper this morning. Do not touch that dial. We'll be right back. Welcome back. It's still the Street Assembly, and let's quickly go to the Nation newspaper. Let's see the stories making headlines on this particular newspaper. It says more projects for Southeast. Buhari assures what we discussed by political leaders. All this news and many more you can find on the Nation news paper this morning. Okay, so sharply we're going to go to the state newspaper called The Pointer. The Pointer this morning says, I will increase government involvement in sports development, says the governor of the state, Okowa. This can be found on page 3 of the Pointer newspaper. Now let me go straight to Daily Sun. The Daily Sun says Chibok girls saga, Jonathan versus Shetima. Ex-president's book work of fiction. Borno governor says governor abdicated his duty, Jonathan alleges in the book. All this news and many more you can find in page 6 and page 41 on the Daily Sun newspaper. The news making headlines on the Vanguard newspaper this morning said Nigeria now more corrupt than under me. This is said by the ex-president Jonathan. Nigeria more corrupt than under me. He says he handed over vibrant economy of over $500 billion GDP. All this news and many more you can find on the Vanguard newspaper this morning. And lastly, I will go to New Telegraph. Southeast leaders table demands before Buhari. President, I will fund all projects in the region. Buhari don't talk saying go fund all the projects for the Southeast region. SGF Igbo closer to presidency with Buhari's report. Very, very funny how the newspaper headlines today make sense. And of course, when we come back, we will now start sampling the views, the opinions, and the reactions of the people of Asaba here in Delta State. How they feel about the newspaper headlines. Do not touch that down. Alright, welcome back, distinguished viewers. It's still the Street Assembly, and as I said before, we still day here for Asaba, Inibisi Road, precisely near Ibuzo Junction, and I get with me two distinguished street representatives here for Inibisi Road. We want to talk as they hot on particularly Vanguard newspaper. Make we sharply meet them. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Can we meet you, sir?
Yes, my name is Prudent.
All right, Mr. Prudent. Good morning, sir. Yes, sir. Can we meet you, sir?
My name is Ojo Gujud.
All right, sir. Quickly, let's go to the Vanguard newspaper. It says Nigeria is now more corrupt than under me. You understand that? That's Jonathan Aintoka. That Nigeria presently is more corrupt than when he was the president of this country. What's your take on this, sir?
I don't believe that Nigeria is now more corrupt. Buhari is fighting war against corruption. So with his push forward, I believe Nigerians are now better than when we were under Goodluck Jonathan. So there is better moral behavior. Nigeria are not corrupt now than under. They are not corrupt. That's my take on it.
All right, Mr. Prudence, what's your own take on this particular header?
Well, you know, from the headline here, Nigeria now more corrupt under than under me. Does it mean Nigerians were corrupt before under him? Now Nigerians are more corrupt? Because let's ask some questions first before we now go further. Because from here, Nigeria now more corrupt under me, which means translated that Nigeria was corrupt before. Now he's more corrupt. Is that what we are talking about here?
Yeah, if he says, for example, you know, if you look at what he said he handed over a vibrant economy of over $500 billion GDP to the present president, President Muhammadu Buhari. You understand?
Please, it is contradictory because this more corrupt is where I am hitting my
okay.
Because if you hand over this economy, this $500 billion GDP, and then Nigeria was corrupt before, which means Nigeria is seriously in trouble.
Are you saying now that yes, Nigeria was corrupt in the era of Jonathan?
By this, yes.
But now, presently, is it more? Have we gotten it worse, or we are getting better?
Well, we are still in the journey. I cannot actually say we are more corrupt or we are less corrupt now.
Okay, because from what he said now, he said the President Muhammadu Buhari is doing everything possible to see that we get to a better level. You understand? Which means he's disagreeing with this particular statement from our ex-president that Nigeria is now more corrupt than when he was the president.
Well, Nigeria is not corrupt. It is the people in government that tends to be corrupt.
All right, sir. Hold your thoughts a bit. Let me come to you, sir. So you were trying to land your final point.
Yes, I said since Buhari entered, Buhari decided that he's going to fight against corruption, and he has been doing so. Only that the people of Nigeria are so corrupt that they cannot change. Buhari and the APC government, they're actually fighting corruption. Look at some people say Buhari hates Igbo people, but he gave ministerial appointment to many Igbo people. Chris Ngiga, Ibe Kachiku, Amechi, and many others. Onyama, the Minister of External Affairs, he gave positions to other people that are Igbos, not Hausa people. People are saying the Buhari is corrupt. Hausa people hate Igbo. I don't believe it. Buhari is fighting corruption according to his ability. Only that the people that of Nigeria are so corrupt that they cannot change. So he's still fighting that corruption. And let all hands be on deck so that this fight against corruption will succeed. That's my take.
All right, let all hands be on deck to see that the fight against corruption is victorious, according to my distinguished gentleman here. Thank you very much, sir. Say you join me on the street assembly today. And thank you very much, sir. All right, guys, when we come back, we'll be sampling more opinions from people here in NBC Road in Asaba, Delta State. Honestly, the thing they hold, that they talk about CB, as you know, for CIN, when they talk and with the publisher as them talk, we know they edit anything. When we come back, we'll be taking more views and more opinions, and of course, how they react to the newspaper headlines. Do not touch that down. Welcome back, viewers. It's still the street assembly, and we still there in NBC Road here for Asaba, waiting near Ibuso Junction. All right, I got with me a fine, distinguished street representative. We want to talk as they hold on the national dailies. Good morning, sir. Can we meet you, sir?
Good morning, my dear. My name is Dr. Kingsley Obuna.
All right, Dr. Kingsley, sharply, let's go to the national dailies. You said you want to talk on this particular Vanguard story that says that Nigeria now more corrupt than under me. What's your take on this?
My take on it is that actually Jonathan hits the nail on the head. Because if you look at the indices before Jonathan during the time of Jonathan and after Jonathan, you can see that the corruption perception index have gone down drastically. You understand? We have climbed almost 14 places up down than it's supposed to be. This is a government that actually said, yes, we are fighting corruption. But at the end of the day, the way people are seeing Nigeria, it means that we are down in the corruption perception index. You understand? Yeah, way back in 2015, 2014, Nigeria was doing fine. We were just doing fine, but the way people were perceiving us and the PDP administration, they felt that things were not working. But with that same corruption, Nigeria was able to have an economy of almost $500 billion. Nigeria was able to have an economy that was #1 in Africa. Nigeria was growing at 6.something%, even with the same corruption. With the same corruption, administration of Jonathan was able to build 14 universities, build more than 168 Almajiri schools in the north. And with that same corruption, rice was okay. I mean, we were buying rice at 7,000. People were not suffering. I saw my first poverty in life in 2016 when Buhari entered. So when you're talking about corruption, it is more in this country. Imagine a government that is sitting and said they're fighting corruption, and you have a sitting secretary to the government of the federation using 200 million naira to cut grass, and he has not been charged to cut. It is still in this same government that you see snakes swallowing money and all those things.
What's your reaction to this statement as said by the former president of Nigeria, Dr. Ebele Jonathan, about Nigeria being corrupt, more corrupt than when he was the president?
The former president has his own opinion on issues, and every individual has their opinions. My opinion is that I am saying for a president to assume power in Nigeria and says he wants to fight corruption, I want to fight corruption. Do you know the political will to be able to say I want to fight corruption in a country that was messed up in corruption in so many years before now? I'm telling you that before this president came, it was glaring. If it's not glaring to you, it was glaring to me that we have corruption in every section of this economy. And for somebody to say I want to fight corruption, we should give him kudos. We should give him kudos. We should appreciate him for that.
But sir, one of the headers, he says he handed over a vibrant economy of over $500 billion GDP, which means I'm sure by now we have less than that.
I'm not here to quote figures, but I want to assure you that corruption is being fought. That is what I'm saying. Corruption is being fought, and we can see the indices. A senior advocate of Nigeria went to jail for aiding corruption. Senate president was being tried for so many months and so many years for corruption charges. What's it called? A governor went to jail. A senator went to jail. What else do you want?
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Efe. Thank you very much, sir, for joining me on the street assembly today. All right, viewers, that's it. You've heard it from the people of Asaba in Delta State. They've said it, they've given us how they've reacted, they've given us their own opinion, and of course how they feel about the news making headlines, or that made headlines on our newspaper this morning. My name, you never change. Now Raphael Waneri, also known as the Honorable Speaker of the Street. Do not forget, for more of these videos, you can follow us on all social medias at CIN Ninja, or on our website at www.cinnigeria.com. Until I come your way next time, stay blessed, stay focused.